What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and I'm back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. Alright, so we're going to be showcasing the Extreme TEQ Final Form Cooler, who just got his EZA. I finally got him to link level 10. He took me probably a week without using the keys, because he had one single link left, and it was Metamorphosis, but I was like, I'm going to get this done before I switch over. So, before I showcase him. So we decided, we pushed through it, persevered, we got it. Okay. How he works is he is an AGL Tech and Fizz type key 3 leader. You're not going to use him for that leader skill at all, unless if they make an Extreme Z battle area where you need it. His super attack is Death Chaser Extreme, raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage with a medium chance of stunning, which is okay. His passive is Key 2, attack and defense 150% all the time. Launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack. Great chance of performing a critical hit when the target enemy is stunned. Plus an additional attack and defense 20% with each super attack performed, up to 50%. So after 3 supers, he's at 200% roughly. Well, it's calculated differently, but 200%, let's say. And stuns the attack enemy once only when there's an enemy whose name includes Goku. So we're not going to pay attention to that last Goku part. That doesn't matter too much. But we're going to run this team on the RNG King himself, Cooler, which, those of you that were on Twitter, you know why I call him the RNG King. Let's just jump right in and run with it. We got a decent rotation to start. It's not ideal because the Turles is probably going to have enough key to super right off the get-go, isn't he? No, he isn't, so that's perfect. We don't want him to super, so we're just going to go like that. But alright, turn 1, all of his links active right here. Turn 1, all of his links active. His passive, not his passive, but all of his links are active. Well, actually, let me get him a key sphere here so he has something. He is sitting at 774,000 attack and about 266,000 defense. Mind you, he does have 2 supports on rotation. This cool EZA, which gives 30% attack and defense to Extreme Class Wicked Bloodline category, which he is. And this Turles, who gives all allies Key 3, attack plus 40, and defense plus 40 when there's a super class enemy. So technically, he's getting 70% buffer right now from those 2 partners. Yes, that's kind of high. Those are ridiculous numbers, but that's only because of his support units on rotation with him. Let's see how well he does. Hopefully this Turles doesn't additional. Okay, he didn't. Let's see what he does. 4.9 million, so now he gets the additional 20% towards his passive. And he does get 6.17 because I have him built to do supers like this. So he got up to 6.17 million on turn 1, which is really good. That's actually really, really good. You're not going to see... You have a chance of seeing really high numbers with that unit if you can get... Because he has that medium chance of doing a super attack because he's guaranteed to do the additional. And then he has a medium chance of that additional becoming a super attack, I think. I'll check in a second. But if you can get 3 supers there, 3 consecutive supers after his passive is fully activated, you're looking at a really powerful unit. And on next rotation, we're actually going to have his best linking partner in the STR Cooler. The first form Cooler. Or first form. Just normal Cooler, not final form. Let's go with that. We're going to have him on rotation with him, and they're actually going to link together, and we're going to have Turles in the final slot. We're not going to transform just yet, because we want his passive transformation boost, Key 2, and 30% when facing only 1 enemy, because he does fit transformation boost. I just want to double check. Yes, he does. So now, okay, let me get him a key sphere so he has that built up. Alright, and let me just double check his passive. Launches an additional attack. Yep, guaranteed additional. So if you can get 3 supers off, which mind you, mine's gotten 2 super attacks, so he's at 40 out of the 50% buffed up now. Pre-supering right now, he's sitting at a 1,083,000 attack stat, so just about a million attack stat, and 373,000 defense. Again, mind you, 2 support units on rotation, but they're actually really good units in their own right, so can't really complain too much. So let's see what kind of damage numbers he can put up. After this super attack, his passive will be fully activated, so any supers from here on out with supports on are what you'll get from him with those 2 supports on. 6.8 million, so now his passive is fully activated. Can we get another? Can I get a 3rd super? Nah, I can't. Okay. So next rotation is when we'll really see what he can do. Because now his passive will be fully activated. if we can, I want to see if we can get a triple super. That's my goal. I want to see if we can get a triple super. I could activate the Bulma, but I'd rather not. Let's leave Kuliza in the front spot. I don't really want to rotate him off anymore. I want to keep him kind of linked with the Cooler, because he's not a slot 1 unit, so I can't keep him there. So let's swap him out. Took 123,000. Not too worried about it because I haven't been building up the Kuliza at all. Like, I've just been letting him sit there. He's just been rotating off. So those kind of numbers are expected. But this Kuliza actually is pretty good, so I might do a showcase on him. He's surprisingly good after he super attacks, because that's the only time he gets part of his passive. So see, he just tanks it like nothing. This Cooler is that's something I'll have to do a whole new video on. But this Cooler is ridiculous in terms of offense. He's great in terms of defense if he can super first. But back to the star of the show. Alright, now there's only 1 support unit on rotation. Let's give him key spheres right there, it doesn't matter. Just over 1 million. What we're going to do is I'm actually going to transform him so he loses that support. And it's just all him.
And soon to be the last to witness my ultimate transformation. Well then, ready to kneel?
Alright, let's see. Let's see what this Cooler looks like with just himself. No support units. All links active, by the way. Because again, best linking partners. He's sitting at 907,243 attack and over 300k defense. To me, that's really good. Like, me looking at that logically, it takes 3 super attacks to get to that max. And on a 400% team, 2 200% leaders, that looks really good. For a unit that's literally just a general pool unit, not Dokkan Fest exclusive, or anything of that, that's really good. He's probably going to be hitting about a 5 million attack stat without any support units on, but if he had a support unit on rotation, like if he had Turles or Kuliza, or the Team Turles even, he'd probably be over... yeah, he'd be over 1 million attack stat, definitely. And then probably close to 450k defense. Pre-super, mind you. This is all pre-super, because after he supers, he raises his attack and defense by 30%. So... he gets even stronger. The unit is really good. They might have made him too strong to run the Fizz Cooler. In my opinion, I think he's probably better than the Fizz Cooler. With the Fizz Cooler fully active, like full passive, I'm going to have to run them on the same team and see what kind of numbers they can do, and then I'll do a video on it and I'll showcase it. But I think he is better than the Fizz Cooler with the way he is built. But again, it'll be very RNG heavy, dependent on if he's that much better. Because if he can get 3 supers off, like I said, compared to the other Cooler not having anything to buff up his defense, this Cooler is definitely going to be the better unit. But if he only gets 1 super off and then the other 2 are basic attacks, they'll probably be about the same. But let's just jump in and let's see what kind of damage he takes. Hopefully he gets supered in the first slot. I want to see him get supered. Okay, 5.6 million. 5.7 really. Double super 6.6 million. Can we get a triple? So 6 million is about what you'll see. No, we can't. So he got a 6 million attack stat. Okay, that's not really terrible. To be honest, that's not terrible. I'm okay with that. 6 mil attack stat, that's all you really need. He's not a Dokkan Fest, like I said. Not a Dokkan Fest unit, so there's no reason he should be hitting Dokkan Fest level. There shouldn't be. And the people that say, oh, well, they EZA'd him, he should be able to handle tough events. Yes, he should, but he should not be tanking it like the new units. You don't want an older unit to get an EZA to outshine the new units to the point where people look at it and go, well, why would I summon for him? Like, that's what I don't think many people understand, is why would you want, as a company, look at this from a company standpoint, not from, oh, well, I want my game. No, look at it from the company. They would want, in their eyes, to make units good enough that we're happy with it, which, for the most part, I am, with how they've done the EZAs recently has been pretty good. You don't want them too strong. They'll make it to the player base is relatively happy with it, and it'll still make them want to summon on the new units because you need them to take on some of these tougher events. It'll make them usable. All right, now here might actually be the perfect scenario to see what he can really do. Type disadvantage, support unit on rotation. He's sitting at about 349,000 defense. Okay, so what I'm gonna do I was going to simulate an additional 20% to say we get a 50% support. I'm not going to do that. I was going to, but I'm not going to. So let's just go like this and see what he does. I hope he gets supered after he super attacks. 119,000, 6.45. Okay, not terrible. So hopefully he can get a double super this rotation. At least 2. Nope, he got 1. So super attack, Goku. Come on, super him. Nope. Okay, so 6.45 million is not terrible. Again, like I said, if he's hitting over 5 million, like that's really good for this unit. And he's usually about 300k defense with his passive fully activated, which is what you want. I can't really complain. I'm not upset with that. That he's good for what he is. Again, not a Dokkan Fest unit. So, I'm going to wrap it up here because you guys, there's not much more I'm going to be able to show you guys, really, with this unit, because he's going to just keep doing those same style of numbers. You're not going to see those numbers tick up at all, unless if he does 2 or 3 supers, which isn't going to happen consistently, so it's not something you should rely on, which was my point about this cooler here that's on rotation. You shouldn't rely on him to be consistently putting those numbers up, but a lot of people do. So I'm just going to end it with this and leave it as, I think he's good. If I were to rate him 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 10 being like the best, you need to run him on your teams, 1 being don't even touch this unit, get rid of him, I would say he's at least a 7.5 to an 8. If you don't have this, not this cooler, the STR cooler, or the Fizz cooler, actually really, if you don't have the Fizz cooler, the 130 lead now, that's got EZA, you should be running the TEQ cooler on your team. Whether that's as a floater, because he'll be sturdy enough as a floater anyway, or as one of your main units to partner up with the cooler. You should be running it. But, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.